A few days ago, I have made a workshop for my community members called High Energy Sales for Coaches. So, what is that and why is that important? I will talk in a minute. But the idea here is that I just want to open the document. This video is totally unscripted. I just want to open the document and go with you through the whole doc with my comments, with my remarks, with all the theoretical part and all the practical part we did on the workshop. Why I want to do that? Because that workshop made a huge impression on the participants. We made a strong mindset transformation from the people who want to avoid sales into the people who want to make sales. So that's the idea. I run workshops like maybe 10, 12, 15 times per year for the last 5 years. So I always prepare for the workshops, and sometimes, I'm always aiming to get all the best what I can do to the workshop participants and to the community members. But maybe 10 workshops are good, maybe 1 or 2 are just the best, and maybe one is so-so. So this one is one of the best because of the people got real insights and got the real transformation, and it's gonna influence a lot how they're approaching the sales and their coaching business. So this video is unscripted. I will just go through the doc. If you want to get the doc, you can go to the first link in the description and join the Business Dojo. That's my community for coaches, and then you will get the access to the recording and the access to the document as well. Yeah. If you haven't met before, my name is Dmitris. I am a business coach for coaches, mentors, experts, consultants, and I help them to get to the 10K per month on a stable basis without chasing the clients. Yeah, here's the disclaimer. Results are not guaranteed. Results will depend barely on you, on your own activities, on your own experience, and on your own effort. Yeah, here we can continue, and before we jump into the document, I want to mention that if you want to know how to run the paid workshops by yourself, for example, you're a coach or an expert, a mentor or a consultant, and you want to prove your ideas with the workshop, or you want to earn more money, or you want to use it as the tool to convert more high-ticket clients. For example, what I did, my clients participated in the workshop, new members participated in the workshop, and I got a couple of the high-ticket coaching clients since I finished the workshop. So quite a good results for that one. It just added to my MRR, monthly recurring revenue, and yeah, I'm earning more money with that one, and I'm helping people with a real good transformation. Yeah, so let me check and change the screen here. What's the idea of the sales for the coaches in general? What is the high energy sales for coaches? Look, all the coaches struggle with the sale, struggle how to get leads, how to make them warm, how to sell, how to ascend, how to upsell, downsell, and these different types of the wording according to the sales. Why is that happening? It's a totally normal situation. I fully understand it, but not many coaches think about it the way I do. Because the situation is very simple. You as a coach must be focused on the very simple thing. You as a coach must be focused only on getting your clients the best possible results you can get them. Because why the clients are coming to you? It's very simply. They are coming to you to get the results. The clients are not coming to you because you are a coach. The clients are not coming to you because they have seen that the coaching is a cool thing and they want to try it. The clients are coming to you because they want to solve their problem that they can't solve themselves, or they want to solve it faster. This is the huge misinterpretation of the coaching. Coaches exist only to help clients to get better. Maybe sometimes worse, but normally to get better. When we talk from the point A to the point B, this transformation, what is happening, the coach is the bridge. The coach gives clarity, the coach gives velocity, and the coach gives step-by-step system for the clients to get what they want. So you as a coach are actually solving clients' problems and helping them to get rid of the very painful situation in their life. If the situation is not painful, they're not coming for coaches, so there is no need of the coaches to work with the clients who don't have any kind of the painful situation. But in the real life, before you get the clients, you need to make a sale, and you need to talk to people, you need to chat to people. Sometimes you do sales calls. That's not really my type. Instead of that, I close people in DMs. Sometimes you make chats with them. Sometimes you offer the webinar. Sometimes you run the community. There are a lot of different types how you can get yourself more clients. But since you are not a salesman, you are a coach, you naturally struggle with the sales. And when you start to struggle with the sales, what is starting to happen? The coaches normally try to avoid sales at all. And we will talk about 5 psychological barriers, what are giving or not giving but limiting the coaches from the sales, and how to get over these barriers so you can sell more confidently and get the better conversions. So that's the plan. Let's go through the doc. So the first one, we started with a very short exercise. How many sales activities you made during last 2 to 4 weeks? How did you feel before, during, and after that? And look, the normally average answer was that I did like 10 sales activities in the last 4 weeks, which is nothing, because the conversion rate could be lower than 10%, that you have 0 new clients. And why you did that? Well, because I feel a little bit ashamed before, or maybe during I feel not so comfortable, and maybe after that I was feel a little bit down emotionally because everybody said no. And that's okay. That's a normal situation. We're just gonna deal with that one when we will talk about the barriers number 4 and 5, maybe 3 or 4. We just will get to that one. And the idea here is very simple. Why coaches in general need sales? We will talk about it, but most coaches think they have a sales problem, but they actually don't. They have an energy problem. When energy is low, something very dangerous happens. You don't just sell badly, you avoid selling completely. And there is a cumulative effect that if you avoid selling for a long time, then it's too hard for you to get back on track to start to sell, and within some short or longer period of time you start to think, maybe coaching is not for me, I can get no clients, and so on and so on. That's why my system is based on the different approach. By the way, I can quickly show it to you. It's called the coaching flywheel, and the coaching flywheel works very, very simply. You get the results for your clients. That's the first one that you need. That's the fuel. The results of your clients are the fuel of the coaching flywheel and the fuel of your business. The more significant results you get to your client, the better clients you're getting, and the faster clients you're getting, and the more money you're earning. That's a very straightforward. So you are taking the results of your clients, you are converting them into the highly effective ads. Ads could be both organically, that you just share into your social media, or it could be paid ads as well. It doesn't really matter. Then you are starting to get leads, and there is no reason to talk to them at this moment of the time, because this is just the foreign people. This is just the outsiders from your world. They know nothing about you, and why you should be trying to sell them your high ticket coaching that costs maybe 5, maybe 10K for the whole program. Nobody will buy it. Maybe 1 out of the 10,000 and so on, but you need to talk to 10,000 people and to impress them and do your best to get them. So it doesn't make any sense. Instead of that, you ask them to make a very, very, very small step instead of the huge leap of faith. You just ask them to join your community, which is free, where you are sharing your short form and long form content of different types, and they are becoming the consumers of your content. You share the content with them, short form and long form, and within some periods of time, they are becoming prospects. They are starting to actively comment, to give you the likes, to share their opinions, maybe to participate in your webinars, maybe to participate in your workshops, and do some activities. And then from time to time, if you believe that A, you can help this person, B, you like this person, and C, this person can pay you, then you just send them the offer. Sometimes you do the hand-raising post, sometimes you just tell them that, look, I believe I can help you, just here is my offer to work together. And then the sales is happening, and these people are becoming your clients, they are going through your program, and then they are getting the results. And here we are coming back to the beginning of the coaching flywheel. Results brings you the new ads and brings you the new leads. The more results you have, the more leads you are consistently getting, and so on and so on and so on. So that's the whole idea. If you want to know more, you can go to the Business Dojo. The link is in the description. Just join the ME55 and I will send you more explicit information about that coaching program that I successfully run for my clients. Let's get back to the sales. So why coaches need sales in general? There were, during the workshops, all the participants' answers like just to get more money, just to get the clients, and so on and so on. But it's not the only things that we are getting here. Sales is the gateway to transformation. I have already mentioned how the transformation is important and that the clients are coming to you to transform themselves, not because they want to be coached, but because they want to be a better persons. And here is another insight that I shared during the workshop with the participants, that information is free. You can Google what you need. You can find a YouTube video, instructional YouTube video made by some people according to the topic you want. You can get a ChatGPT or a Claude to make you a structured step-by-step plan, and still you won't receive the results you want because the information is very free. The application of the transformation, what is called transformation, and the transformation is actually paid. So sales is also your leadership. This is how you lead people forward. Without the sales, you don't have followers here. There is nobody to lead. Sales builds confidence. That's very self-explanatory. Sales creates freedom. Freedom, this is why we are doing coaching. We are doing coaching not to just pay our bills. We are doing coaching to live the best possible life we can and want. And sales attracts better clients. If you don't do sales, if you rely just on the funnels, what I don't use, or maybe you rely just on the different things that the clients will be coming to you by organically or somehow else, then you will be offered to work with any clients who are coming, and there will be very small amount of them, so you will not be able to choose which each client you want to work together. Yeah. Then we draw a little bit two circles, coaching and sales. Coaching, this is something that you must be focusing on as a coach. And the sales, this is something what everybody wants to avoid. And these two lines here, a green and the red one. The green one, that's your emotional side when you do coaching. You do the coaching because you love to help people, because you love to do it, and you are getting emotionally high. And when you do sales, you are getting emotionally low, and then you are trying to avoid sales at all. In the end of the day, you just think that maybe that's not for me. Cool. In the intersection of the coaching and sales are money. They cannot exist one cannot exist without another. And they should be coexisting together. Yeah, so why coaches avoid sales? And we've been talking about 5 most common psychological barriers. So the first one, this is the product misalignment and the lack of inspiration. This one of the first aha moments during the workshop, because people were selling something because of the different traps and mistakes. So, for example, they were selling for money only. They don't like their service, they don't like their coaching program, they don't like what they do, they don't want to work in that niche, but it's very profitable, so they just sell it for money. And each time you have to talk to somebody to make a new conversation, clients immediately feel that you don't want to sell it. Or maybe that's another reason that was the should sell this trap. You see the other coaches from your niche who are dealing with a low ticket $7 product that is converting a lot of clients, and you think, yeah, I need to make that one as well. I will sell it and I will get a lot of high ticket clients somewhere in the future. Everybody is selling that one, or maybe everybody is selling this one. And you get yourself in a trap and you start to sell it as well. And the last but not least, this is the vibrational dissonance. This is when actually you don't want to sell your products. This we are coming back to the product misalignment and the lack of inspiration. To avoid that, we did the very simple exercise. We did it a step by step. I was showing it like this. First, we did the step 1. what your offer, what offer are you currently selling, why are you selling it, and how excited are you to talk about it from on a scale from 1 to 10. And we got the answers like 8, 7. Nobody answered. Actually, one person answered 10 out of 10, and she was really pumped with that one. She was really energized with that one. So she was totally aligned internally with the product and service she's selling. But all the rest answered something without it. And so something is missing. And here we got to another step. If money was not the goal, what problem would you love helping people solve? Yeah, that was a good one. That was a strong one. Somebody came with totally different niche. Somebody just twisted the niche within their niche that we are working, maybe horizontally, maybe vertically. And which offer gives you more energy, and which offer would you talk about even for free? So this helped the coaches during the workshop to align themselves with what they are doing. Yeah. So the next barrier, absence of self-focused financial rewards. Like 95% of the coaches are doing coaching as their business just to cover the bills, the monthly bills they need to pay, and maybe once per year they are going to the vacation with their family. So we did the exercise called the joy goal. We needed to connect the sales with the personal joy, not obligations. So the step 1 was, where does your coaching income currently go? Then just participants had to choose one tangible reward. Some of them choose the new apartment, some of them just choose the new car, some of them choose the new laptop, some of them choose the family trip to Bali. Yeah. So how much does it cost? And then they needed to make a calculation how many additional sales you need. And like 95% of the participants of the workshop ended up in 20 additional sales. Imagine, they are just 20 additional sales from the dream what they want to accomplish for the last few years. Just 20 sales out of the almost 8 billion people worldwide. This is literally nothing. You can do it like tomorrow if you do the proper approach. Okay, let's continue here. Next one, excessive self-focus, the ego barrier. So they're doing the sales only based as a sales as a goal. They're only thinking about themselves during the sales. So this is the client universe switch exercise, what we did here. Imagine a sales conversation. What do you think about it? Normally, everybody answers, I'm thinking that I am a cool coach and I will get the client. But if you go into the client focus mode, so you really have to think what problem is the client suffering from, what is the client afraid of, what does the client dream about, and how can I help this person move one step forward today. Don't get to the sales call or don't start the DM conversation if you just want to sell. Start it if you want to help to this person, and think all the time how you can help them. And this is how you're overcoming the barrier called excessive self-focus or the ego barrier. Yeah. So the next one is number 4. This is the fear of rejection. This is my favorite one. Yeah, everybody is feeling upset when they got the rejection. Everybody had the fear of rejection. Even I have the fear of rejection, and it's totally okay. So rejection equal failure. That's what we are trying to sell ourselves to ourselves. It means that when we got the rejection, we believe that something is wrong, A, with us, B, with our program, C, with what we are doing. It's not like this. And if we get many rejections, and if we think in the wrong way, we will get the emotional protection and our brain will protect ourselves. But look, here we do the reverse calculation or 80s no game. Actually, we need to get your real conversion. Normally, it's around maybe 15 to 20% if you're a good coach. Then your goal this week is to collect a number of no's. You just not getting to the clients because that's the number of game of numbers, and you just don't need to get yeses for the clients. You know that the conversion will work. You need to get as many no's as you can. And here we did the additional calculation from the previous exercise. We kind of binded them, and the participants calculated how many no's they need exactly to get to their dream goal from the joy goal exercise. And it was another aha moment for them. They just like not so far away, like 80 to maybe 160 knows what they need to have, and they can do it actually within a couple of weeks to get more clients and to just go forward. So the next one, relying on a state without the system. This is a very common problem for the many coaches. They are feeling good today, they will do the sales process. They are not feeling good today, they will not do the sales process. But the business suffers. You cannot drive the business if there is no sustainable system and no systemic approach. And here is the very simple exercise what you can do. You just write how you currently get clients, then how many conversions per week do you need to get clients, and after that you just calculate how many conversations you need to make per day. And most of the participants ended up from 3 to 5 conversations daily to fulfill their monthly dream goals and monthly income. And the last but not least question, how does sales feel when you know the numbers? It feels much better than it felt before. It feels with clarity. It feels like it is an easy thing to do. So, yeah. This is maybe the end what I wanted to tell you. So once again, the whole recording, 90 minutes of the workshop plus this document I've been showing to you, and the rest of the recordings of different workshops what I have done in the previous years are stocked in the Business Dojo community. Link is in the description. So go there, join, and let's grow your coaching business.